Tonight on Connecticut's news station, new video of a deadly officer-involved shooting just into our newsroom. Tonight, we're breaking down what happened.
They're just waiting and looking for the next target. Today it's us, tomorrow it can be you.
Plus, a concerning trend of car thefts in the capital city. The message from police tonight.
And addressing the impact social media has on mental health. Meta is being accused of knowing the harmful impacts Instagram and Facebook have on young people. Local leaders are taking action.
Breaking news now on Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And we begin with breaking news tonight. Investigators releasing the body camera video of a deadly police shooting in Prospect. Good evening and thanks for joining us for the news at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. The Office of the Inspector General identified the man killed last Friday as 48-year-old Michael Strank. Fox 61's Jake Garcia is in the Breaking News Center with the latest on the investigation and what Strank did just before the officer fired. Jake.
Well, Brent and Sarah, Prospect police were called to a home on Merriman Lane just before 5 o'clock Friday afternoon. Now, when officers arrived, they talked to a neighbor who said he heard yelling coming from inside the home.
It looks like the window's busted.
When officers arrived, they began asking the woman inside if she's okay.
What's going on? What happened to the window?
Mike did it.
Body cam video shows the woman removing the window, allowing officers to see inside. In the video, police say you can see 48-year-old Michael Strank go into the kitchen and open a drawer and pull out a knife.
Drop it! Drop it!
The video shows Strank throwing a knife at Officer Turney, which narrowly misses him.
Drop it! Drop it!
Officer takes a step inside when Strank begins to charge with what appears to be another knife in his right hand. This is where we've chosen to stop the video. Officer Turney shot Strank twice. Paramedics pronounced him dead on the scene. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner ruled the cause of death as a gunshot wound to the head. Now, the case remains under investigation by the Office of the Inspector General and Connecticut State Police. In the Breaking News Center, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, thank you, Jake. Also breaking tonight from West Hartford, where we've learned the teacher accused of using a racial slur in the classroom has since resigned.
Yeah, the West Hartford superintendent of schools sent out a message to parents and families in the district, and in that message, the superintendent confirmed the teacher in question would have no further role in the West Hartford School District. The incident in question happened just a few days into the new school year when a parent reported that teacher used the N-word in front of her 13-year-old son, who is a black student. The superintendent says the district remains committed to creating safe and inclusive spaces for all students. All right, as we approach the holiday season, if you don't know what to put on your gift list, consider a steering wheel lock.
Yeah, there's an idea. Facing a surge in car thefts, Hartford police are handing out wheel locks to some people free of charge. Fox 61's Matt Karen is in studio with a look at the sobering statistics all across the state. Matt.
Well, that's right. As the months get colder, vehicle thefts actually increase. And you might say, why is that? It's because people leave the car running to heat it up. Police say you should never do that.
Quite alarming. It's quite a problem.
Hartford police say vehicle thefts in the capital city have skyrocketed 103% since just last year to 902 vehicles so far. Connecticut law enforcement agencies launched a regional task force to tackle the problem.
They're called the GRADIF team, the Greater Hartford Regional Auto Theft Task Force. I think it comes to about 8 towns now. They this year made 195 arrests. Like I said, about 50% of those were juveniles.
One of the best ways to deter vehicle thefts is a wheel lock. That's why the Hartford Police Department is giving them away for free, and they're pretty easy to use. Just put it over your steering wheel and expand it out as far as you can. Just remember, don't forget the key.
And while police say it's mostly young kids stealing cars for the cheap thrill of a joyride, that isn't always the case.
It's organized. It's organized crime at a large scale.
Mike and Tony's Auto Sales in South Windsor just had 4 luxury cars stolen from their lot, a loss of about $400,000. The thieves busted through the gate in full view of the surveillance cameras.
These are professionals targeting us. They're profiting off of us. They're surveilling us, watching. They scope out the area for God knows how long.
The stolen vehicles are then usually taken out of state and posted for sale on underground social media pages like this one on Facebook.
It's almost like a don't ask, don't tell type of system where you're getting these premium vehicles at an extremely discounted price. You can kind of assume that they didn't get the vehicle in the most honest way.
Mahan told Fox 61 they've spent thousands on security upgrades, but they're calling on state leaders to back them up.
They're just waiting and looking for the next target. Today it's us, tomorrow it can be you.
And as we mentioned, Hartford police are handing out those wheel locks for free. But the only catch is you have to be a Hartford resident and you have to either own a Hyundai or a Kia. Those two brands have made up 40% of all the vehicles stolen. In the studio, Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Great. Thank you, Matt. Turning to the weather now, really another nice day out there today. And I was thinking it's going to get warmer, so we've heard. I mean, I don't know what to wear because I thought we were forging ahead.
Listen, we're going to be flirting with the 80s later in the week. I think people have put those clothes away for the season.
I know. What are we going to do?
I know. I just completed the swap, but I mean, for me, it won't be a problem. But for people that'll wear shorts and short sleeve shirts on a day where temperatures are in the 70s to near 80 degrees, yeah, you might need to bring them back down again. 60 degrees right now in the Hartford area. There is nothing going on at the moment. There was a brief shower or sprinkle for some kind of straight down through the center of the state. But now all is quiet and will remain so as we head through the evening and overnight. For the news at 11, we're near 50 degrees. And last night into this morning, it was chilly. Some communities dipping back into the 30s. We do not anticipate it to be as chilly tonight. We'll see overnight lows staying in the 40s as we head towards daybreak. We're going to wake up with sunshine to start off the day, but then we'll see clouds lower and thicken up as we head through the midday and into the afternoon. But even so, even with the clouds building in, look at these temperatures. We're close to 70 as we head through the afternoon, and we are just getting started. It will be warmer Thursday, Friday, and especially on Saturday when we could get close to the record. Your full forecast coming up.
Thank you, Rachel. Tonight, crews have located the car that went into the Connecticut River under the Bissell Bridge in Windsor. Police say a body was found inside that car. Environmental Conservation Police say they got a report this morning from a person who said they saw a vehicle drive into the water. Crews say river conditions complicated the search.
The river is very high and the water is moving very fast, and the water temperature is around underneath 60 degrees at the moment. So it's really cold down there. The current at the moment is strong enough to push a vehicle down the river.
Police say debris in the river from recent rain has also made the search trickier.
And we have an update now. Westport police have suspended their search for a missing boater. Two boaters went missing after their boat sank off Connecticut's shoreline Sunday afternoon. Police found the body of one of those boaters yesterday. He was identified as 38-year-old Juan Gabriel Valle Pineda of Spring Valley, New York. The other person has not been found.
An investigation into a 2-year-old boy's death finds the state's court system and DCF failed to protect him. The new report shows the state knew Liam Rivera was being abused, that he was maltreated and undernourished. The toddler was found buried in a Stamford park. Despite having an open case in DCF, court ordered protective supervision and doctor's warnings to the state just weeks before his death. His case slipped through the cracks. The Office of the Child Advocate says this investigation needs legislative response to figure out why so much cross-agency support still isn't working in cases like Liam's.
And none of these safeguards worked to ensure Liam stayed safe and healthy. What is it going to take to have the kind of quality control that is needed at this very complex, challenging job, right? Ensuring the safety of children who have been abused or neglected.
Egan adds Liam Rivera's appointed lawyer hadn't visited him after being sent back home from foster care. His records weren't checked in months. The question is, how did a caseworker, supervisor, lawyer, and more people miss this? Egan's urging lawmakers to look closer at what's causing these case cracks, from factors like workforce to employees working mostly remote. A lot more to this story. Be sure to download the Fox 61 News app and stay tuned for the Fox 61 News tonight at 10 and 11. We'll learn more about Liam Rivera's story, his life before the tragedy. We're talking one-on-one with the DCF commissioner and getting her response.
Well, Hartford police are still searching for 3 men after 2 convenience store workers were shot during a rush hour robbery. Police say the robbery happened just after 8 a.m. on Albany Avenue yesterday. The 2 employees who were injured were rushed to the hospital. Police say the 3 men ran away before they arrived, and both employees are expected to survive. Anyone with information should call police.
Several states, including Connecticut, are supporting Yelp as it cracks down on crisis pregnancy centers. These facilities try to represent themselves as legitimate reproductive health care clinics, but then often bombard patients and try to dissuade them from things like abortions. People will go to Yelp to find a safe place for help, and which is why it's pledging to take a closer look at these centers, making sure they aren't submitting false reviews or providing other misinformation.
Local leaders pushing for lower costs for high-speed internet. Senators Chris Murphy and Richard Blumenthal want to extend the funding for the Affordable Connectivity Program. That program provides financial assistance to more than 172,000 Connecticut households so they are able to access high-speed internet. The senator is saying the program is needed to help bridge the digital divide.